All right, so it's done. The third crossbolt did come in, and well, I'll just show you. This is where good old boy put his through the stock. This is where I drilled out the pin. This is where I drilled out the other pin. They came out pretty good. They're not exactly centered. There's a small bit of backer glass down here at the bottom, and a small bit of backer glass down here at the bottom also. It's black, so it tends to blend it. So from, what does Novak say, from the 4-foot test, like you probably never noticed. I noticed, but and then here's the other side. So other than this almost looks like a stock 1903 stock. Real nice with the words. As far as the recoil lug went, I had a little bit of trouble because you can't compress a liquid. So when I'm trying to put two perfect pieces of wood together, there's always going to be a little bit of liquid in between the two pieces. That's okay though, because my original intent was to glass in the whole. Now that this is all set up, I'm going to glass this in. Also, even though this project was doable, I know that if I handed it off to my buddy Stephen Clake, who's a gunsmith, it would have looked perfect. He would have milled out those holes to the exact right size, not used a DeWalt drill bit and some homemade cutters made out of bolts and a small file. I mean, he has the equipment. I knew that. I knew that Stephen would do a nice job making the stock perfect, but I wanted to do it, so I'm accepting a certain level of finesse with this. Like these would have been perfectly inletted instead of, like, I can feel they're not quite right, but I don't know. I think they're gonna look great from a few feet away, and I think we saved the stock. I still do have, you can still see the wrist crack, and I'm not going to try and hide it. I'm going to leave it there as part of the history of the rifle. But what I'm going to do next, now that we've glassed in the crack and glassed in the recoil lug, is I'm going to bed it. I'm going to bed it right here at the recoil lug. In fact, I've got my action. I've painted it. I don't know if you can pick it up. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. I painted it with my release. I'll knock the trigger out, and the next step is to bed the rifle. That'll give it its best possible chance for all the shock loading to be done here and not back here at the wrist. When it comes to bedding it back here, I am gonna bed it back here at the tang, but I'm not going to be real aggressive. I'm gonna be aggressive up here at the recoil lug. I'm going to bed the bottom metal in also. One thing I did kind of find out is, it's obvious that these rifles were put together in a hurry for purpose. The stampings aren't perfect. The fitment isn't perfect. It's functional, and so this is kind of a fun project. So the next update you're going to see is the rifle will be assembled and bedded. I'm pretty confident I've done this enough that I won't be gluing the rifle to the stock permanently. But the next update after fully assembling the rifle is we're going to shoot it and see how this nice 4-groove example does. And so there's still an opportunity for this thing to get rebarreled and dropped in that sweet Numrich stock, but I'm really hoping that it's at least a shooter. The military rifles that I've fired before, they've all pretty much got an acceptance of about 3 minutes. In order to do well in competition, I need to have a rifle that's 2 minutes or better. The one up on the wall is 2 minutes. What that means if you're say European is roughly two inches per 100 yards is the spread that is acceptable on a service rifle competition. So if you're going to go out and shoot high power, your 10 ring is 12 inches at 600 yards. I'm sorry, your 10 ring is 12 inches at 600 yards. Is that what I said? Who knows? So if you're shooting a reduced distance one, it would be a 2-inch 10 ring at 100 yards with a 1-inch X. So I am competitive. I stated that the first. So this rifle still might be scavenged for the bolt-in receiver and get rebarreled and dropped in another stock. It just, I'd really like to see this be at least a 2 MOA rifle. So wish me luck. We're gonna get to betting.